Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
You know, the conversation around Jalen Hurts is always a difficult one because to a lot of people outside, they strictly look at the box score. They look at his passing numbers and touchdown numbers, and they say, okay, he's a second-tier quarterback. But when you look at the situation he's in, the style of play in which they ask him to do, be the field general of a very talented and very balanced offense in Philadelphia, he is the exact perfect quarterback that they need to execute that vision. So he's not going to throw for 40 touchdowns. He's not going to throw for 5,000 yards, and that's exactly the way they want it. He is as dynamic, he is as competitive, and as good as any quarterback in the NFL.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here comes 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's taken in by Dotson. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He takes off.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 7. On play action, here's Hurts. Oh, he's got a man, his tight end, Goddard. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his 1st target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
It's pretty clear why this offense likes to get the ball into the hands of this quarterback, huh, Mike? I mean, he is just so effective in this area, and now he has them set up 1st and goal.
This has been a solid opening drive. Knocking on the door, 1st and goal. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's 1st possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead.
The score, Eagles 7, Lions nothing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Safe kick taken at the And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. Second in passing yards in the NFL.
Yeah, and all Jared Goff does every year, Mike, is lead one of the most prolific offenses in the NFL. But I'm not sure he gets the credit he deserves. I think so many people wanted to give credit to Ben Johnson and Dan Campbell, and rightfully so, as he makes this transition to kind of the next era of Lions football without Ben Johnson. I think people are going to see just how big of an impact Jared Goff had, not only in the 15 games they won last year, but they believe they have a Super Bowl contending team in Detroit. I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll take this down to the 47th. Sidney Brown, there on the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
This 3rd and 6. Laporta in motion. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. That's a short one, caught by Laporta. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, it's gone. That one on target to Williams. He's got it.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
That's caught. It's Isaac Tesla. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have enough for a 1st down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They hand it to Gibbs. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Get a pause here. We have an injury, and it is the tight end, Sam Laporta, a player they cannot afford to lose. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing here is Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. That is a gain of 15, and now it's first and goal.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up first and goal.
Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Now back at the 4 for second and goal. Goff to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Jalen Carter getting in for the sack. And that's going to make it third and goal.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that second down sack brings up third and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
So the last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Now Goff moving outside the pocket, and the drive stalls out as he's brought down, and the field goal unit likely to come on here on fourth and goal.
What a nice play defensively. It's always a bit of a challenge. How long do I stay in coverage defending my zone or my man? Or how fast do I come up and pursue a scrambling quarterback? They did a nice job rallying to the ball late. They're able to bring him down to force fourth down.
Bates' kick is good. And the Lions are on the board. It's 7-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. So, to return is Xavier Gibson. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Eagles offense going to take over now for the second time. The lead sits at 4. So, they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with first and 10. The play fake, Hurts. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley will get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
It is third and 10. Throwing is Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson.
Pass interference. Defense. That penalty is declined.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On play action, Hurts. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Alex Anzalone in for the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Hurts. He'll look underneath here for Barkley. And they'll take this down inside the 35. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Hurts. Open man, right side. He's got him. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
That's good for the Eagles. 1st down. 1st down and 10 yards to go.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up 3rd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run with Barkley. Oh, making guys miss, and he's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles extend their advantage to 14-3.
Jake Elliott to kick
So
off
following the
for
score,
Philadelphia.
here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Start this one on the ground with Gibbs. Has an opening, past the 40. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Nolan Smith, he gets into drop it. It's a loss of 8.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Laporta in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. On target to Laporta. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Get a pause here. We have an injury, and it is the tight end, Sam Laporta, a player they cannot afford to lose. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Third and long. Throwing, Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
22 yards.
First reception of the game for St. Brown. And he gives his team a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Goff going to get this out to St. Brown. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 5. To throw is Goff. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
3rd down, they need 5. Here's Goff. He's got his man. Right side, it's complete. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up as the athletic training staff looks at him We'll step away for a moment. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. It's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Unfortunately, Mike, over my career, I've been in this guy's shoes plenty of times, probably more than I wish to admit. You take your eyes off the ball. You think about becoming a runner before securing the catch, and when you do that, you end up watching the ball fall to the ground.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. Goff to throw. He'll go down. They drop him for the sack on the final play of this 1st quarter. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 14-3 is the score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This will be a 38-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lions cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. Delivers it quick to Brown.
Complete to A.J. Brown. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Play action. Here's Hurts. Forced out wide. He's going to run it. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the 1st down.
10 yards. And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of 2.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll let this go for Goddard. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goddard, that time. And it'll be second down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ended up being a waste of time.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 10 yards to go.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch.
And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the first down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll begin with first and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. John Campbell, first-round pick out of Bama, there for the stop.
On the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's second and 8. On play action, Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. It is a huge play for Detroit. Gains an even 70 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert first downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both, and when you have them, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way. The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the wall.
It's now third and goal.
Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
Bates, good with the extra point. And the Lions move back to within 1.
Lions 13.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Now a quick throw taken in by Brown. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession's going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
On 3rd down, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And the Lions have come up with the football.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Lions first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
At the 11-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's gone. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Bates now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Lions will open up a 6-point lead.
Lions 20, Eagles 14.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it.
Holding offense. Still first down.
To throw is Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. This one could be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. They'll look to set up the screen here. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
And this drive is over before it can start. It's swallowed up to force 4th down.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Here comes the Eagles punt team, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Now fair catch, signal for, and made here at about the 43-yard line. The Lions offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. That one out wide to Gibbs. And he is out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage, so they're going to end up losing a couple of yards. Not a good first down.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. Goff. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Eagles have it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
The Eagles offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. Fake the give, now it's Hurts. He's got a tight end to the left.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 4. Hurts. Short throw taken in by Goddard. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
3rd down.
Third and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
That's good for the Eagles. 1st down. 1st and 10.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. We'll give him 4 yards.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Hurts now. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 yards. And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Man in motion is Brown. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Hurts. He'll step up and run this. And Hurts wisely going to slide after he's picked up the 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. The defense not fighting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
On 2nd down, Hurts. Firing right side, brought in by Brown.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Cooper going in motion. On 3rd down, here's Hurts. Forced out left. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
What a first half of this pass rush, huh, Mike? I mean, they have just completely dominated this game. They are in complete control, and you have to imagine this offensive line, there's got to be some adjustments up front. They just cannot allow their quarterback to continue to be hit like this.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jalen Hunt getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Goff. That's over the middle. Caught by Tesla. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but The idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Third, they need 8. Out of the shotgun, it's gone. This one on target shows Williams. He's got it. 23 yards on that pass play. First down, Detroit. The Lions call their first timeout, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Goff. That's right side and into the hands of Tesla.
10 more yards. Complete to Isaac Tesla. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 40-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. Oh, the ball's out. And the Eagles recover the football.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Eagles offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll start out 1st down and 10. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one.
Previous play is under review.
At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After reviewing the play,
And Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Laporta in motion. Goff to throw on 1st down. This one complete. It's to Small. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Lions.
Goff to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Lions offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Goff. That's caught by Tesla. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he's very close to a first down. He's out after a pickup of 9.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. One more time for Montgomery. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 14 on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
Another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Throwing on second down. Goff. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They'll run the sneak, and he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Now Gibbs. Finding space at the 15. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Here's Gibbs. And he'll take this one in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. That's his 2nd touchdown tonight.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Now Goff leads the Lions for a 2-point try.
The Lions
Back to throw. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Bigsby to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Eagles offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's a short one, caught by Goddard. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. They'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. And that one incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Flush to his right. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll get this up close to a first down as the tackle is made right at the midfield stripe.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
It's a gain of a yard. And an Eagles first down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Man in motion is Brown. A fake will jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll get about 5.
The tackle by Avante Maddox. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. One of the tight ends in motion right. Once again, it's Barker. And he'll work his way down inside the 40. Tyreek Williams, first rounder out of Ohio State, there on the tackle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short. Now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate plays.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. And it's a gain of 19 to the 19-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
He's got it inside the 5. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
That's good for an Eagles 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Barkley. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I might be able to get 1 yard myself. That's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Elliott on now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Eagles have cut the deficit to 5.
Lions 29, Eagles 24.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. Goff. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
This defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever, you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
Laporta in motion. They'll go play action with Goff. That one out wide to Gibbs. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun, it's Goff. He's going to air this one out. That is caught. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. A gain of 66 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
And they decide to bring pressure here on third down, but he does a really nice job, remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
He is belted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play.
At the Eagles' 7-yard
A loss
line.
was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
Laporta in motion. One more time, they try Gibbs. And he got half of what he needed from the 6 to the 3.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Throwing here on third and goal. And he'll take it on in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. That his second touchdown tonight. Here's Bates for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions will extend this third quarter lead.
Eagles 24.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. On first down, it's Hurts. Taking off, and he wisely hit the deck at the end of that run. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
take him down, but not before he gets to the Eagles' 37-yard line.
26 yards.
It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
First down.
Hey, Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for third down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
On first down, it's Hurts. Open man is Smith. He's got him. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 18-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on second and 2. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Hurts to the air on first down. A pass caught by Saquon. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
A gain of 9.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
On second down, Barkley. And that big offensive run, clearing space. He's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
On is Elliott to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles have cut the deficit to 5.
The score, Lions 36, Eagles 31.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. On first down, it's Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
We've seen this back have his way with with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Knocks it, will bring it back. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. On play action, here's Hurts. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
So they're not going to come down with the reception, but, Mike, this is actually a really good ball. So with the coverage being as tight as it was, the only place that quarterback can put the ball is high and to the outside, saying, hey, if my guy can't come down with it and keep his feet in bounds, nobody is. The last thing you want to do is miss that ball on the inside, because those are the ones that end up going the other direction.
And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds. Here's 3rd and 7. Hurts to throw. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. 4th quarter starts, and it's a run for Barkley. He left that first defender grasping for air as he winds up getting 8 out of that one.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Hurts delivers it quick to Brown, and he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
That's good.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
That's Goddard in motion. On the handoff, this is Barkley. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On 2nd down, Hurts. Now he takes off. He's taken down just shy of the 10. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Now here's a keeper on his own read. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
A second down throw for Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. And he'll get forward, give him about 4 yards before getting out of bounds, and that's going to bring up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to get back within a field goal. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they inch a bit closer here in this fourth quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. We'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Laporta in motion. On play action. Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
At the 31-yard line.
Now, Goff. He'll look underneath and finds Gibbs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain there of 11. First down, Detroit.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
First down, Detroit.
Anybody who thought this coach was going to get conservative with this late lead is sadly mistaken, Mike. They're out here still throwing haymakers with this passing game. They're not content with just having the lead. They're looking to increase it.
And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
A gain of 6.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They face second down and 7. Here's Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
So a big one looming for Jake Bates. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. A first down throw for Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. He runs with it, and he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
This is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that first down marker is, he's able to pick up the first down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the first down.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. That's going to be pulled in by Brown. And he will go all the way. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Big play for the Eagles as they will try for two.
The Eagles.
Saquon going to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone. The conversion is good, and the lead is up to 3 here in the fourth quarter.
39.
Everybody's looking to end every drive with 6, but when you can turn that 6 into 8, man, what a confidence boost coming off the field, and they're going to force their opponent now to start chasing.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. A return now from the 4. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun. It's Goff. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Jalen Phillips in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
Just simply more of the same, and you're just not going to have a lot of success, Mike, when you're constantly starting drives with 2nd and long, 3rd and long. It's just not a good way to play offense in the NFL, and here we go again.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. That one out wide to Gibbs. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Laporta in motion. Now Goff. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Here's the Lions punt team now. Be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The tackle by Jack Campbell. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
They'll run the sneak, and it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that runs. That's enough to move the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Hurts going to hold on to this one. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Second and inches. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. The second down throw is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Here's third down and a few inches. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
And now this brings up a tough situation, Mike, because even if they were going to consider going for it on fourth down, how do you...
Nick Sirianni thought about it, and he wants another look. He has thrown the challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So this winds up to be a very smart decision to throw the challenge flag. They remeasure, and this indeed will become a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. Space to run. Inside the 20. And they finally take him down, but not before he gets to the Eagles' 5-yard line. It'll be first and goal. That's a gain of 28.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's got another one. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Elliott now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Lions 39.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of 2.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Get this complete. It's Williams over the middle. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
That penalty is declined.
On 1st down, it's Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Right side and brought in by Williams.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Goff to throw on 1st down. This one caught by the back out of the backfield. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 33 yards.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here is 1st and goal. Laporta in motion. They'll drop to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Amon-Ra, safe ground. Touchdown, Detroit.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Bigsby to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Start on the ground with Barkley. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage for an injured player, and it's Saquon Barkley who appears to be shaken up. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be 3rd down. Man in motion is Brown. On 3rd down, here's Hurts. The Lions call their first timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. A gain there of 13 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. That's Goddard in motion. They run out of the gun with Barkley. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Here's Hurts. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. So it's a win here for the Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.